Winter and Ashley just can't get it together. They keep butting heads. While all that's going on, Monique is down there in Africa with her family acting like she ain't ready to divorce her husband. Y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just boast it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my
Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back. Back with another video. We're here to discuss Love and Marriage DC. Let's get right into it. So the episode opens up where we left off last week. We still at the dinner table, at the vegan dinner table. And Chris said he wanted to hear Kevin's side. He's telling everybody at the table he needed to hear Kevin's side. And he went out and, and saw him. And basically that man said he was so in love with you. And Winter goes, well, wouldn't he be in love with me? I'm a 40-year-old woman and he's a 60-year-old man. Why wouldn't he be in love with me? Why wouldn't he miss me and want to be with me? That's a fact. He old. He's 60 years old and was living in his mama's basement. That's crazy. Ashley asked Winter if she ever visited his apartment prior to them getting married. Winter says no. Ashley was like, why not? And Winter says no because of COVID. Like Ashley said, I feel like I identify with Ashley. Ashley was like, wait a minute. You married a man who you didn't even know where he lived. You never walked into his apartment. Winter's response is, I saw his call. I saw all these things. His mom and them corroborated everything he was telling me. So I just went with that. Ashley's perplexed at this point because Ashley feels like, so you married a man you literally knew nothing about. Make it make sense. Winter's trying to defend that position by saying, listen, it don't take time. It don't take all 10 years or however many years to know you want to marry somebody. Ashley made a good point. I think you're conflating time with getting to know somebody. You can get to know somebody in any amount of time. But the fact that you went down the aisle with this man after not knowing anything about him for real, all you know is word of mouth from his parents, who must obviously be just as much of a psychopath as he is. Anytime they got this 60-year-old man standing in their basement and they lying for him. But all you went off is literally the fact that his mama said, it don't make sense. It literally don't make sense. Like Ashley said, shouldn't you have been checking that paperwork to see that the car was in his dad's name? And if he's 60, how old is his daddy? He gotta be at least 80, huh? But everything was a lie. Winter agrees that everything was a lie, but she feels like she's being attacked. Question, yes. Attacked, no. Because you do look a fool. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like Winter said, I had to bring this man around my kids, and that's even number one reason why you should not have married a man you didn't truly know. It don't take 3 months. It don't take 10 months. It don't take 10 years. I don't care what it takes. It takes different for different people, but get to know the people you are dealing with. You done brought this man into your life, into your house, and now you done kicked him out back to his mom's basement, and you trying to act like you got bamboozled. No fact, well, he did kind of bamboozle you, but you bamboozled yourself because you didn't do the homework. You didn't do what was necessary to make sure everything was okay. So Ashley asking her all that, Chris is over there regretting bringing him up because he said the combo kind of went left. Because basically, Winter said he a bum ass nigga. Said what she said. He a bum. And she lets us know that he got served his papers today. So and she's happy and she wants to move forward. Monique introduces this game called Not for Lazy Couples to everybody. She wants to do a game called Not for Lazy Couples. I like the little, play on words, promote your business as you should. Monique lets us know that Winter is going to be hosting the game because she is the couples specialist. Like, she's the relationship specialist. Now, Ashley was like, how's she a relationship specialist and she got 2 failed marriages? Isn't it giving Kevin Samuels? Ain't it giving Kevin Samuels? I got female Kevin Samuels when she said that. Quick jumps in and said, well, people that specialize in stuff, a lot of times they don't have that stuff right, like themselves. So like a nail tech, they never have their nails done. A hairstylist, they never have their hair done. Stuff like that. Maybe it's something like that. Ashley feels like, how is you going to talk to us about being a doggone relationship specialist when you got 1 divorce and 1 scammer? Girl, I fell through the floor. She feels like you need to be successful to be a relationship specialist. Winter asks, so do you feel like me being able to be a relationship specialist relies on me having relationships that work? Ashley goes, yes, that's the definition of success. It literally is. It's measured by how well it goes. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, Winter, you kind of slow on that one. That makes sense. But either way, Winter wants to know why I fault the person, the innocent person, because she claims she's the innocent person, which she probably is. Ashley says, look, girl, I'm not faulting you. I'm just saying you didn't get to know him. Like, you didn't. And that's the big part. You are talking to us about and being in relationships. Ours are successful, but you have 2 failed ones. Make it make sense. That's the same thing I had said about Kevin Samuels. It just doesn't make sense to me. Monique jumps in and says some people are married and don't know their partners. That's a fact. That's a God-honest fact. Winter feels like she knows people who's got married in 3 months or less. Like Ashley said, it's not about the time. It's about getting to know the person who you are going to marry. You're not that slow. Maybe you are. You're not that slow. Jamie and Irena is sitting there looking and laughing like, Lord have mercy. Like Jamie said, Irena over there getting all the tea. And Irena was like, is. So they going back and forth. And Winter feels away because Winter feels like Ashley is like coming at her sideways. But you do bring it up. And if you bring it up, you leave yourself open for criticism. Monique's question is, if you can have a fantasy, any fantasy you wanted, what would it be? Quick responds and jumps up and said, no, I got a better question. If you had a celebrity crush, who would it be? Now, Monique was like, boy, this is my game. What the hell are you doing? But they start talking about celebrity crushes, and we find out actually celebrity crushes Uncle Jesse. I understand. I used to like Uncle Jesse too back in the day. But she said he still look good at 60, so what's the point? She said, and at the end of the day, Quick's celebrity crush is Rihanna, but she know Rihanna ain't gonna give him the time of day. She said, but as for me, I know that I can get a celebrity, because right now with social media, you can just hop in somebody's DM. Like, it's nothing. Winter decides to jump in and go, oh, so you can get him because of him, because you with him. Ashley was like, no. I can get him because of me. Like, look at me. Me being Ashley, without Quick, I can get a man, a celebrity, anybody. Like, don't discount all of this. That's basically what Ashley was saying. Now, Ashley feels some type of way because she feel like you throwing shade. She was throwing shade, girl. She was. But Winter on the other side said, girl, we know you're pretty. You just need to dial it down. Winter, I'm trying not to get on your head. No pun intended. But stop it. We move to the next scene. Irena and Jamie goes for a run. Now, we find out that Irena does marathons. She does them all the time, and she says Jamie is really not a runner. Jamie said, look, I hurt my knee. Allegedly. But anyway, they go for a run. I think they're going to do a couple of miles. It looked like they ran up the block. But whatever. That's the way editing works. But as they stop, and Jamie lets Irena know that he's inviting all the boys out, like his sons, to go boxing so that they can spend a little one-on-one time. This makes Irena super excited because she's just like, you know what? I really do want y'all to spend time together. Y'all really need to talk. And Jamie was like, you putting 20 on 10, girl. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. But Irena feels like it is, and they need to have that conversation. Jamie is a man, so Jamie doesn't see things like us as women do. He don't feel like the things are so crazy like women normally do, because where Irena might feel like this is something that needs to happen, he might feel like we good, because that's literally what he said. But while all that's happening, little Jamie pull up. Him and his dad, give pound for each other. And they seem like they cool. So he going on to the house. Irena lets us know that she feels like she wants their relationship to be good because she grew up with a father who was in prison all her life. She's never had a relationship with her father. And she wants them to always have a good, close relationship. I get it. We move to the next scene. Monique and her kids and her family are over there preparing for their trip to Africa. She said she had been planning it for 6 months and she's looking forward to being in Africa as a family. You heard that, Marceau? Monique, call down there to the Huntsville Street. Let Marceau know that he should have took Tisha to the doggone Africa place. Because, see, she going as a family. But, yeah, she's excited. They packing. Chris asked Monique how she liked the dinner. Monique was like, the dinner was fine. I just didn't appreciate you telling me hush. Like, you be acting all Alabama, and I don't like it. I'm from Jersey. We don't do that. You don't tell nobody to shut up. Chris explains in the confessional, look, saying hush in the South is a polite way of saying be quiet. It's not like shut up. It's not the same. And it's not. But hush can be taken as negative. We know that. That's just a culture difference between them two. But Monique was like, look, don't be hushing me in front of nobody. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I want to say regardless. You ain't going to never be able to hush me. Ain't going to happen. Went to FaceTimes Monique and was like, hey girl, we got to catch up on what happened at the dinner. But I just called to wish y'all a happy and a safe trip. And also want you to take time out for your husband. Really, you and your husband. So when she hangs up the phone, Chris was like, I heard what she said. Monique was like, I do be taking time out for in over your head. You need to really enjoy your husband, like that girl said. Enjoy just him. I know the kids are there. You got to deal with the kids, but you got to get it back to where it was. But Monique is up for it. She said she wants some romance, and they get ready to leave for the trip. We at her house. Her mom comes over, and we find out that Kevin asked her mama for not his hand in marriage, but for her permission to court Winter. And she thought that was super sweet. That was sweet. But it turns out, Mama regretting that because Mama said she felt like she led her child through a burning bush. Mama had them pull Winter to the side before and said, girl, I don't think he is who he said he is. And she said she harbors a lot of guilt from that. I get it. Because you basically gave this man your daughter and she wasn't in good hands. But Winter was like, it's nothing you could have known. Honestly, Winter, if you had vetted properly, you would have known, but you didn't. So now you had this boy coming over there by your mama talking about he wants your hand in dating because it wasn't marriage at the time, and you done walked right into a burning bush and had your mama lead your way. Winter talks about how she got served paperwork from the sheriffs from when the lawyer's friends or whoever his company people were trying to sue him. She was embarrassed. She was like, what if my kids answered the door? Like, what? How could I have explained that? And you couldn't, which is the reason why you should be happy you out of that. But that should be a lesson to you, Mrs. Dating Advice Relationship Specialist. Get to know people before you marry them. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. She lets her mama know that he was served the divorce papers, and the mamas was like, you think he's still gonna sign, or you think he's gonna try to prolong it? And she was like, I don't know, but he needs to sign it. We move to the next scene. Ashley go get her Botox with Irena. Now Irena comes in. Irena don't even know why she's there. But Ashley lets her know, girl, we here for Botox. I'm getting it up under my arms. And Irena was like, cool. I need you to help me to come get the girls together. Go ahead on, get yourself fixed. I say, listen, get what you want. Take care of yourself. Women, if you want to get something changed on your body, do it. Only thing I urge is when Ashley said she had fillers and stuff, all that put in her face, black women, leave your face alone. We got natural fillers. We don't need that. You can mess with any part of your body, black women. Leave your face alone. Plastic surgery don't do good on us. It be cool at first, but then after a while, it don't do good on us. Leave your face alone, black women. Mess with your neck, your back, anything. Leave your face alone, black women. That's just my advice. You don't have to do it, but whatever you need to do it. Anyway, we know that she's had fillers. I can see it. So now it's time for her to get the Botox, girl. Ashley took her little top off. Ashley is fine. Okay, girl. She fine. So she, gets her little Botox under her arms. And as she's putting her shirt back on, Irena asked her how she felt about the party. Well, Ashley feels like, girl, look, it was actually boring. Because, we just kept talking about her and this man. And I just had to put a little livelihood up in it. Because it was real boring. Irena feels like, Ashley, you attacked her. And Ashley was like, how I attacked her? She brought it up. Irena feels like, yeah, but it wasn't what you said. It was how you said it. You kind of came at her strong. You was kind of like, on some interrogation type stuff. It looks bad. Ashley feels like she did nothing that she didn't invite her to do. She brings it up, so I responded. Period. I had questions. What's wrong with having questions? Irena's thing is, but the fact of the matter is, it wasn't what you said, it's how you said it. This prompts Ashley to go, well, if that's the case, I didn't appreciate her saying that I can't get no man I can only get a man through my connections with Quick, me being Quick's girl. I felt the way about that, but I didn't go all ham on that, you know what I mean? And it's just a miscommunication between them both. I feel like Ashley is me. She's very blunt. She's very upfront. Like, if I got something to ask you, I'm going to ask you. It could come off really like, why is this girl talking to me like that? But that's just how I am. I be wanting to know, and I don't know how to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not good at that. But, Irena, I get it. You trying to have everybody on a kumbaya tip, but it ain't for everybody, Fed. Everybody not going to be kumbaya. And like she said, you bringing up the fact that you got divorced from a scammer, or you getting divorced from a scammer. You claim that you got to know him, but you didn't never go to his house because of COVID, yet you married him during COVID. Make it make sense. And it doesn't make sense when you really, really think about it. We move to the next scene. Jamie is at the gym with the boys. Jamie's at the gym with the boys, and he's letting us know that he invited Quick and his kids, his sons, out there because he wants Quick to talk to little Jamie. He got Jamie, and what's the other son named? JT, I believe it is. He's got both of them at the gym, and he wants Quick to talk to little Jamie to get Jamie head on straight. Basically, he feels like, I can talk to him, but it's going to hit different coming from somebody else. Typically it does. Jamie is at the gym working out. Quick comes in with his boys. They dap it up. They do a little workout. Jamie lets Quick know he wants him to talk to little Jamie. Quick was just like, it's cool. I'll talk to him because, I come from a rough background. Like, I came from a place where, I've been shot. I done went to jail. I done been, sold drugs. Or I done did all that stuff. So I feel like I could talk to him, But he let him know he's doing the right thing to make sure his son get on the right track. I think that's a good identification there because I don't know if Jamie came from that type of life or if he done anything like Lil Jamie is doing, which I still don't know what he's doing. Last I heard, I thought he was just smoking weed, but apparently it's more to that. But Jamie is happy that Quick is ready to take on the task of talking to his son. Jamie brings Quick over to JT, his other son, and tells JT, Quick gonna help you, give you the DJ lessons. Because Quick has a DJ school called, what is it called? Quick and Easy. It's a DJ school. Child JT said, yeah, my daddy want me to do it. Quick is in the confessionals and says, I hope this is his dream and not his daddy, because I hope he's not trying to live vicariously through his kids. Probably. He looks like that type of daddy. He looks like he's trying to live vicariously through his kids. But Jamie asked JT what he gonna call himself, and he said he gonna call him DJ JT. That's cute, but I don't think that little boy want to do that. He's not a little boy. He's a man. I don't think he wants to do that, though. Quick pulls little Jamie aside. Little Jamie is confused because he was like, what the hell is going on? Why he talking to me? Like, what's going on? But he also looks at him as a celebrity. Like, he literally looks at Quick as a celebrity type of dude. So he admires him and, he's open to hear what he says. So Quick basically talks to Jamie and was like, look, bro, you got to get out the streets. Ain't but 2 boxes you gonna go in. One is in the coffin and one is in the prison. He was like, you gotta get out of these streets, bro. You gotta do better by yourself, and get yourself together. I came from that. I get it. I know. I've been there. Lil Jamie is still confused, but he's taking it in because, again, he looks at him like, he has this complex about Quick. Like, Quick is success to him. Quick is nothing but successful to him. So when he's telling him all these things, he's taking it in better, more than from his dad, if it makes sense. I thought that was really, really nice of Quick to do that. Quick didn't have an issue with talking to him and wanted to talk to him, didn't want to talk at him, but talk to him as a man and say, hey, bro, you got to change your life around. Like, you got to find something else to do. All that whoop-de-woo in the streets, you got to do something different. You got to find something else to do. So Quick lets us know that the streets are addictive. This must be a black male thing because I ain't never known no shit. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. The streets are not addictive. Doing fucking up is addictive. That's what's addictive. It ain't the streets. The streets don't call you from your bed. The niggas do. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that. I didn't appreciate that. But Jamie thanks Quick for talking to his son. We moved to the last scene. Winter, Ashley, Irena, and Tasha goes to brunch. Now, at first I was like, who the hell is Tasha? Tasha is the other dude wife who was at the dinner party, who was at the meeting when Quick and Jamie and all them went out. Pretty black woman. What's going on, Tasha? But they meet up. Irena's happy that they kind of getting themselves together and having this girls' brunch. Winter is looking forward to building relationships, friendships, as she said, with these ladies, and basically says that she don't know what Ashley she gonna get. She don't know if she gonna get dinner party Ashley or she gonna get a different Ashley, but she's nervous. She's nervous to see what the hell is gonna happen. Ashley walks up and says in her confessional she don't know why she was summoned here, because she don't need no more friends. And her and Winter are not the same. We are not the same fat. She don't understand. So they do a toast to new friendships. Ashley kind of go, so this prompts Winter to go, well, what's wrong? Why you making noise? And she was like, well, I feel like friend is a big word. You don't take that lightly. I agree. I identify with Ashley more than I thought. You can't be going around willy-nilly talking about we friends. That's a big deal. Like she said, I've been hurt by people who I thought were my friends in the past. I don't just toss that word around. I just don't. Well, then Winter goes, well, what are you and Irena? And Ashley goes, we're getting to know each other. We're building a relationship. Now Irena's like, well, damn, bitch. But like Ashley said, you've never even been to my home. Why would I say we're friends? It's not a dig. It's true. Like, that's the problem with girls. A lot of girls who want to run around friend. Everybody a friend. Everybody is not your friend. Like Ashley said, we are working on building a relationship with Irena, and you and I are working on getting to be okay. At the very least. Like, at the most, I'm sorry. We're not doing all that. Tasha jumps in, because they bring up the dinner, the vegan dinner, and Tasha jumps in and tells Ashley, she felt like that she was interrogating Winter, and like it made her uncomfortable, her and her husband uncomfortable, because she felt like she was interrogating Winter. Ashley said, I wasn't interrogating, I was asking questions. But Ashley gets in the confessional and was like, girl, why are you here again? And I was thinking the same thing, Ashley. Tasha, girl, you done had 3 lines. If you're going to have 3 lines, you got to turn it up or turn it down or don't say nothing. What is going on? Now, you walked into her asking why you was here. You walked into it because you didn't have to do that. You didn't even have to jump in. You could have sat there all quiet and cute with your nose ring going down to your ear and been cute. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to do all that extra stuff you just did. But like Ashley said, girl, why are you here? You're giving a Skylar vibes. That's really what you're doing. You're giving a Skylar vibes. And we all know how I feel about a Skylar. Don't be a Skylar. Tasha, please don't be her. Just don't. Ashley says that she was bored. That's why she kind of went back and forth with her. And Winter gets in her confessional and was like, look, I didn't bring it up. Because Ashley feels like she always bring it up everywhere she go. Winter said, I didn't bring it up. Your Barbie twin brought it up. That was shade to Irena. Irena, I hope you watched that episode and you checked her about that, because that wasn't cool. You ain't had nothing to do with that. Say what I said. Irena feels like it was shade from Quick. Basically, when Quick came up with the fact that, you know, sometimes specialists and professionals don't have the thing they specialize in, she felt like that's where the shade kind of came from, and asked Ashley, did she understand that? And Ashley was like, no, because everywhere we go, she brings this shit up. People are going to have questions. No, I don't feel a way about that. Like, she keeps bringing it up. I'm going to keep asking questions. That's just what it is. Winter goes to interject, but Ashley's still talking and was like, no, let me finish. Winter gets in her confessional and feels like, see, they don't want to let me interject. They don't want to let me talk. That's the problem. No, I really feel like the problem for real is, Winter, you can't bring up a situation. Because this is what Ashley said that was profound. Ashley said, I'm not your therapist. I say this to my friends all the time. Don't call or don't talk to me about your problem and expect me to not have an opinion or say nothing back. I am not your therapist. Record it to yourself. Go to a priest, do confessionals, do that. Don't do that. And just like Ashley said, if you're going to come around bringing up this stuff all the time, I'm going to ask questions. You're open to criticism. You bring it up. That's how it go. What do you mean? Girl, you is crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. And it really doesn't. But she claims she don't keep bringing it up. I ain't gonna lie. When we first met you, the first thing Monique introduced to us about you was that you had a story that you feel like everybody wants to hear. And then also it was, oh, my husband, I'm divorcing. My ex-husband, my first husband, my second husband. That is all what you've been talking about. If you don't want nobody to ask you nothing about it, stop talking about it. Irena sitting up there saying, girl, look, they grown. I'm going to let them have it. I ain't even getting in the middle of that. Tasha jumps back in and was like, look, it wasn't all that. It was really more or less your delivery. And she felt like it was your approach. Winter feels like Ashley was being aggressive. Ashley was like, here we go again. Somebody calling me aggressive because I'm assertive. Whatever. Yeah, aggressive Ashley. Hashtag aggressive Ashley. I'm with you, girl. I'm so tired of people saying that I'm aggressive. Girl, hashtag aggressive Ashley. Aggressive voodoo. It is what it is. But Ashley apologized and said, listen, I apologize if I was coming off as me trying to judge you. I wasn't. I was only trying to get clarity. The episode ended there. Girl, look. Winter, you bringing the tea. So I ain't going to be mad at you for that. But you take the L. You married a man you ain't know nothing about. Turns out he was a whole damn scammer. Take the L. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of Love and Marriage DC. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you all later. Bye.